I want you to know that I am very, very against the proposed water rate increase. Please allow me a moment to tell you why. Firstly, I think the increase is far too much, far too fast. According to Table 3 of the notice, the rates will go from about $60 for a sample home bi-monthly to about $260 for a sample home bi-monthly. So it goes from about $30 a month to about $130 a month. That's an increase of $100 a month, roughly. That is roughly $1,200 a year extra over and above. And even for people getting this discount of $40, they'd still be paying on average $90 a month eventually. That's a tripling of their rates. Everyone else will have a quadrupling of their rates. The people who get the discount will be paying still an extra $60 a month, which is an extra $720 a year. And the people who don't will be paying an extra $1,200 a year. That's a lot of money. Secondly, that rate apparently is permanent. I saw no indication in the notice that it would ever be phased out, so that's $1,200 a year extra for the rest of my life. I don't want to pay that. I don't know anybody who wants to pay that. Thirdly, the notice, as you know, is disingenuous. It assumes that I'm voting yes unless I protest. It puts a burden on me to protest. It's a passive yes, assumed acceptance unless I protest, unless I sign the form and mail it in. I think that's unfair. I think that's wrong. I'd like you to consider an alternative scenario, a hypothetical or a counterfactual, if you will. What if the city council wanted us to return that form, really wanted us to? What if they needed us to return that form in order for this to pass? Things would have looked a lot different. Firstly, it wouldn't have come in a plain envelope. That envelope would have been labeled important. Please vote. We need your support. We need clean water. Help us. Secondly, it would have been translated into multiple languages. And thirdly, and most importantly, it would have had a return mailer, an envelope. The current mailer had none of those things. Most of the people I know threw it away. They thought it was junk mail. So I think it was done wrongly. I don't know if it was done legally. I'll leave that to the lawyers. But certainly it violates even the minimum standards of basic human decency. Before I came here tonight, I checked the city's website, and that notice, that six pages, were not on the city's website. It was not posted there anywhere. One of the things I'd like to see the city do, if they really want to make a good faith showing that they actually want to inform residents and business owners and not hope to pull one over on everyone, is to make sure they're putting out information on the city's social media, website, and print media. At a minimum, it would include the sample Table 3, unless of course this is wrong, in which case it should be corrected, please. Fourthly, let me just point out the obvious. The city has had a budget of about $100 million for the past several years. $100 million, that's a lot of money. Last year, or this fiscal year, I think they're spending $125 million. And then in the mail today, or maybe it was yesterday, I got this lovely notice, postcard, and it showed that the fiscal year 2025 to 2026 is projected to be $131 million. $131 million. I appreciate this, very well done. And I appreciate the presentation, gentlemen from Public Works. Very informative, helpful. I like the graphics. And if I'm here again, I hope you'll be able to make a PowerPoint presentation in line with your own. So with $125 million or $131 million, surely there's enough money in the annual budget for this project. There's no need to raise our rates. To be clear, I strongly believe, as do everybody I've talked to, that the city should keep the rates the same and the city should pay the extra costs out of the general fund. Thank you for your time and consideration.